Hello guys, today we're gonna be reacting to Back Row Coaster's first video because I'm running out of content ideas. No, I'm not, I'm just too lazy. Alright. So here here we have the epic video, made by Back Row Coasters, actually, yeah. I want to watch it from the start. Alright. So I think it's counterintuitive or whatever to put intro in the intro. But alright. Yeah. Wait, I need to watch with audio. I have my headphones. Right, let's watch. What is this intro, bro? Hershey, pork enthusiast. Yeah, Fahrenheit. Top 5 craziest wooden coasters. Some deadly exclamation mark. If Vuoristoratas is not in this, I'm crashed out.
Cracky.
Pretty good. Wait. Good. You know, that has to be pointed out. Still, 2021. This. Wait, yeah, 2021. That's a lot of improvement in like 4 years. 3 years actually, because November. Force X Trails. Oh, yeah, the old. I'm a big fan that El Toro Ryan's like thing is here. Why is this still like beer? Subtitles.
Just a little disclaimer before we get into the video. This video is made for entertainment purposes.
Yes, certainly not for the entertainment of Back Row Coasters now. Or myself for that matter.
And is not made to scare you from going on roller coasters.
Yeah, the video with the name Top 5 Craziest Wooden Roller Coasters, Some Deadly, is not meant to scare you from going on roller coasters. Yeah.
You are not gonna die on a roller coaster just because you're scared, and it is more likely to get struck by lightning.
Yeah, just because you're... Wait, so I get what he means, but that sounds like you can die on, or like you are going to die on a roller coaster, but not because you're scared. Like, the reason of death is not going to be because you're scared.
Then die on a roller coaster.
Also, I'm pretty sure it's like get struck by lightning multiple times, but he's correct. But
dying on a roller coaster is a 1 in 750 million.
Actually, it's a billion. It's 1 in 750 billion. That's very important in this thing. Back Row, I disrespect this. I hate you for no. Big fan. Subscribed. Yeah.
Chance. That's extremely rare.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I don't know.
Starting out at number 5 is Leap the Dips. Leap the Dips is the only one on.
It's just copy paste or something like from Joe Swartz. Oh, they have the whole toboggan right there. Also, just
on this list that is still open today. It is the oldest coaster still in operation.
Wait, is this entirely... Oh, alright. Oh, then the deadly mix. Well, it wouldn't be open if it would be deadly. Well.
This not...
Oh, former. It's SBNO now. Well, he wasn't meant to predict it. Actually, yeah, he was. How did Back Row Coasters from 3 years ago, nearly 4 years ago, not predict that Leap the Dips will be SBNO?
1902 figure 8 coaster uses the side friction wheels which means that there is nothing keeping the car on the track.
The side friction rails. That means that the
Max vertical angle is 25 degrees. If it was any more than 45 degrees, the car would fall right out.
What? With what logic are you doing? 45 degrees? It's like 90 degrees, but no. Well, definitely not. Well, it would fall off at 90 degrees. But 45 is a bit, it's not steep enough.
Off the track. Number 4.
Wait. You see?
Car would fall right off the track.
No. But I love the clicking. I'm also doing the clicking, but there's a top 5 coasters. They don't have reaction video. Why are you clicking?
Number 4.
I'm not gonna say anything because I always move. In my older videos, they're not even that old. That's like the microphone. Sorry that I got the microphone a bit close to my mouth, so it might have been a bit louder. I'm butchering pronunciations right now for no reason at all.
The Rattler.
The Rattler.
This now RMC'd RCCA coaster is known.
That sounds like a tongue twister. This now RMC'd RCCA coaster.
Known to be very rough and
Nah. It's the Iron Horse.
enjoyable.
You know, it makes the video longer if you said Iron Horse, then you get like more money.
When Fiesta Texas opened in
Wait, if this is the first video, he didn't get any money. Well, yeah.
1992, they were trying to break the height record for the tallest wooden coaster, which was Mean Streak. Mean Streak opened in 1991.
Thank you for the information that Mean Streak opened. Mean Streak opened in the 1991. Yeah, that's gonna be edited out.
To top Mean Streak, they made the already rough.
Wait, is he like reading the script out of paper? Or is he just like thinking about the script? Because if you get like 45 degrees from the last one, I wouldn't be surprised if he's reading from like a paper script. Or I'm just like overthinking this and he's actually doing it the right way. I don't know.
First drop, even tall.
I'm not saying that you can't read them off paper, but I like to pause. I do some pauses, but like, yeah.
Taller and steeper, which led to major jackhammering.
Wait, did he mention rough?
To top Mean Streak, they made the already rough first drop even taller and steeper, which led to major jackhammering. If they chose a different manufacturer, it could have come out great and might.
I doubt that there were options back then. Just in-house RCCA. What's on RCCA open? Yeah, CCA built like the first coaster in 1992. Yeah. Unless I'm wrong, I'm assuming off RCCA. PTC was already defunct. Wait, well, they're not defunct, but like.
Yeah, PT needed the iBox track.
Already it stopped making coasters?
Number 3.
These.
It could have come out great and might have not even needed the iBox trap.
The iBox trap. I swear he said trap. I swear he said trap.
Sure, it could have come out great and might have not even needed the iBox trap.
He just said trap. I swear on my entire life he didn't say track or trap. He just said trap. But I doubt it. There were no other manufacturers, or CCI built their first coaster a year later, and that would have probably got an arm seat too.
Number 3. Big Dipper. This coaster in England holds a record, and it is not a good record. It holds a record of most deaths on a roller coaster.
Wait, is that true? I'm not actually.
One May afternoon, the brakeman was on the train and ready for another ride. When the train got to the top of the lift, the brakeman leaned against the brakes, causing it to roll back. When they got to the bottom of the lift hill, the trains derailed due to a tight curve. The back train flipped off the track and was followed by other trains stacking on top of it. This could never happen now because all coasters are required to have an anti-rollback system.
I did not understand at all what he just said. He's probably correct, but I did not understand. First he mentioned a rollback, then. Oh, if the wait. Yeah. Alright, yeah. He's correct. However, the coaster did have an anti-rollback brake. Yeah.
An anti-rollback system keeps it from obviously rolling back, and it is that chain that
Now I wonder, why didn't the brake work?
is on every lift hill, and that's what makes the clicking noise.
I doubt it's on every lift. Look, the PAX coasters don't have the rollback. I mean, like Cobra at Connie. Wait, no, not Connie. The Austrian coaster. Wild Train. All the Wild Trains didn't have anti-rollback chains or the lift or the brakes. I don't know. They had tire lifts. Normally the tire lifts also have them, but PAX didn't make them like that. I'm pretty sure the newer coasters do have them.
Number 2, Son of Beast. Also manufactured by RCCA, this wooden hypercoaster standing at a striking 218 feet.
This sounds like a commercial. This wooden hypercoaster standing in a did he say at? Wait.
RCCA, this wooden hypercoaster standing at a striking 218 feet had
It's at a striking. Well, I don't.
many flaws.
This wooden hypercoaster standing at a striking 218 feet.
From jagged
Many
track
flaws.
pieces to not enough supports. But not only that, it had a vertical loop, which is known to pull 4.5 Gs, which is kind of a lot for a wooden coaster.
So like, he's correct, but a vertical loop, like, if a GP saw this, or a member of the GP saw this, I don't doubt that they would understand it as all vertical loops pull 4.5 Gs.
It all went down on July 9, 2006, when one of the trains was passing by a huge drawn-out.
He probably said one, but these subtitles actually piss me off so much, like, when none of the trains.
A horrible, rough helix, and the track supports under it half collapsed.
I'm pretty sure he meant it was a that just sounds like an insult. Of course, this deserves the insults, but that just sounds like an insult, you know. Even, I think that is because it was running rougher because of the supports under it, you know, they're like collapsing.
When the second train passed through, it collapsed even more.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to explain. Like, he's explaining most of this correctly, but like, it's in a bad way, kind of. I'm also the one explaining everything horribly right now, but like, he's explaining it worse.
And when that train got back to the station, the ride operator quickly noticed that the people in train 2 had minor injuries. So the ride operator stopped the third train when it was ascending the lift hill before it could go through and lead to an even worse jolt. I've never gotten to ride it, but I heard it was one of the roughest coasters out.
You're gonna say that about any of these, I'm pretty... Like, I doubt that E3... Does he even now have the... Leap the Dips credit? I don't know. Back row, please ignore this moment. In your comment, do not respond to that question. I want review of this video, not if you have written Leap the Dips.
There.
I doubt you have though.
Number 1, Flip Flap Railway. This extreme crazy roller coaster from 8.
It just sounds like you know, the GPB like videos. This extreme crazy roller coaster from 1895.
1895 featured a 25-foot tall vertical loop on a wooden coaster.
It's the most American ride ever. Like, you would never see something like this in Europe where there's there's a flag of the country there. In
1895.
You would never see a loop on a wooden coaster in Europe as well.
The loop was so
like a vertical loop, a loop overall. Wildfire doesn't have a loop.
Small that it was known to pull 12 Gs. If you don't know what G-forces are, then I'll just tell you that that's a lot because a typical human is...
If you don't know what G-forces are, I'll tell you that's a lot. Like, first of all, who doesn't know what G-forces are? Like, and it isn't that hard to explain it as well. I have tried to explain it to a four-year-old, and it worked pretty much. It worked as well as explaining G-force to a 4-year-old could.
Is only able to withstand 9 Gs.
I doubt that a typical human is able to withstand 9 Gs.
That makes this extreme loop very deadly.
I hate this music. Horrible music. That makes this extreme loop very deadly. What? This is the video of anger. Do you have Fahrenheit without the chain lifting? It doesn't even have this. I swear that is off center. Wait. That's like 1 centimeter off center. This and this. Or this is 1 centimeter off center. No on videos. Oh, now it is. Random videos click clack death. This is basically summary of this video.
The Kooky Q Vandalus Cur Nuon is so small. It's in the Estonia, and I hate it because the ride worker thing forced me to ride with someone named something.